All right, welcome back. This is Shannyn Moore, The Shannyn Moore Show. 569-1080, the number here, 907-569-1080. So I basically sat here on the break with wet eyes after reading that article to you from someone, a fisherman, not just someone. His name was William Allen Krause. Looks like, actually it's Cruz, Kruse, William Allen Cruz, 55 years old. You know, the captain of his own ship. Worked really hard for that. Worked very hard to be the captain of his own ship. And then having to work for a company who destroyed his life just so he could try to pay his bills. And the despondent and horrible wave that comes with that, where you have to get into bed with something so dirty just to survive. There have been 11. There were 11 men killed on the platform when it exploded, but this is no less a victim of the oil spill, of the hemorrhage at the bottom of the Gulf. In Alaska, we had dozens of suicides. Dozens and dozens. I mean, I was talking to someone yesterday who said, I know of 30. And it didn't all happen the first day. It happens when the cameras go away and people forget. And people are like, oh yeah, didn't that get cleaned up? So what? Yeah, but they got that all cleaned up. I saw the tapes. Saw them, they all had white suits. Remember Saturday Night Live had that thing where you were washing the little rocks and got moved up to the big rocks? That was hilarious. It was so funny. I remember seeing that. It's fine, right? I've been warning in writing the Gulf. The suicides will be coming. You have to take care of each other. This is going to get really... And I got emails yesterday from people who said, I thought you were being dramatic. I thought you were just being kind of like dramatic about, And when things happen, it's like when people sit around and tell war stories, and it's always a tougher battle than it probably really was. And maybe someone did run someone out over their shoulders and save their life, but it probably wasn't 10 miles, it was probably 1. Right? Like it was some sort of old war story that I was glorifying. Or sensationalizing, I should say, maybe, what happened here. It wasn't. I posted at my own website, shannonmoore.com, and at themudflats.net, a piece and talked about Bob Van Brocklin, who was the mayor of Cordova during the spill. And on Thursday, May 20th, 1993, he wrote this suicide letter. This is part of what he wrote. The stress from Exxon, which brought about my financial stress, was way too much to deal with alone. The end should be good, and maybe my spirit will live. I have a lot of fear right now, but faith is all that I have left. I wish I could have done more for others, but I guess my time is up. See, he had sat in the Cordova High School 4 days after the Exxon spill. This was May 20th that he killed himself, 4 years later. But 4 days after the Exxon spill, he sat in the high school gym with everybody else in town, angry people, all waiting and wanting to know what was Exxon going to do. The families, the fishermen, the local businesses. See, they're the same sort of people that are going to meetings in the Gulf. It's just geography that's different. It's the same people. Same people that worked really, really, really hard for a life that they're proud of. And it's not that they're afraid to work. It's not that they're lazy. See, Don Cornett had been sent by Exxon to talk to local fishermen. Mr. Cornett, I don't know if he knew he was lying to the Mayor Van Brocklin or to the guy who had just mortgaged his house to buy a herring permit, who was looking forward to, well, to teaching his son how to fish, or some 13-year-old girl who had just gotten a nanny job because, that's what she could do, be a mother's helper while the fishermen were out. I don't know if he thought he was telling them the truth, or if he was just a paid BSer. I don't know. But this is what he said that day. He said, "I'm here to tell you what we are going to do about the oil spill. I'm going to show you what we are going to do about it. And we are doing the best job that has ever been done on an oil spill. And watch, just watch. You have had some good luck, and you don't realize it. You have Exxon, and we do business straight." He said, "We will consider whatever it takes to keep you whole. You have my word on that. Don Cornett, I told you that." It's sort of like, the small people. We haven't forgotten about the small people. You're so lucky. You have had some good luck, and you don't realize it. You have Exxon, and we do business straight. Cordova never had a need before the Exxon spill to open up a domestic violence shelter, where the domestic violence rates in coastal Alaska went through the roof, and not on the first day, not on day 67. It was over years and years and years and years. All the bankruptcies, my God, the divorces, the divorce rate went through the ceiling because of the stress of finances and bankruptcy and alcoholism, and people who have a nature to be their own boss, to be the captain of their ship, to be the skipper in their own life, that when they go out, when you leave the harbor and you've got salt water on your face and you've got corks piled on one side and you've got leads on the other and you are on your way out there, it's up to you. You better be a damn good fisherman. And you better hope that the weather holds, and you better hope that if you need any help, your brothers and sisters on the ocean will help you, because they do. But it's about building this life that's yours. And to have that taken away and have that eroded to the personality that says, yeah, I'm going to take on the Bering Sea. I'm going to take on the Gulf of Alaska. I'm going to take on the Gulf of Mexico. I've been in 40-foot seas. I've had my windows knocked out of my boat. What do you got? Oh, really? You sit in a cubicle? You're working on your TPS reports and worrying about your stapler? That's your life? Really? Your life as a fisherman, your life as taking people out fishing, whether you're a charter boat or you're commercial, whatever it is, that's a big, big world.